Okay, so we're going to show off some game modes, or just quickly talk about the ones that I have. So, I sent it back to 1A version, but you can kind of see there's another boss, fun stuff. Okay, so basically you would always have your hero selector out. So normal mode is good versus evil, all random. If you hit all random, it would pick your heroes for you. Team random would just pick randoms for your team. If you didn't pick it fast enough, you'd get normal mode. All pick would let you, it would basically destroy these rocks. You could now go pick from any of the things. You have evil and good on the same team. You can repick. You could MS tells you your hero move speed because it wasn't traceable. Help. I had a little tutorial that would teach you how to play. Obs would remove all units and allow you to watch as an observer. Useful if your friends drop. Swap. You can use it to swap. The next person on your team to say swap will switch heroes with them. So if you didn't get the hero you wanted by accident, swap at any time by just hitting swap. I think it would just swap control, so there was no limits of doing it at your base or whatever. So I'm going to restart and show you. What I meant. AR. So, okay, this was the old version. Everybody got their hero randomized from all hero types on my team. What was going on. So then you had a specific amount of game starts in 110, so you had a specific amount of time to pick which spellbook you wanted. Those spellbooks I was working on that were assigned in 1D, you could pick, and it would pick 3 that matched your character type. So Marley had ice, white, and white magic, and time, because she used haste and life and ice magic, right? Neko had white and a ninja. Why not use claws? Olan only had time, because he was the time mage, right? So everybody, I had a system, forget how I did it. I think the score, you could put a secret score on each of the people's units, and then each of the books was assigned to a prime number, and if their score was divisible by a prime number, it would spawn this spellbook, and it would go through all the spellbook types. So, as him, I would pick, say, the fire spellbook, and now when I go in, I have spellbook, and it's a fire spellbook. But because I couldn't tell you a lot about the book, I just hadn't do it. I got rid of it. These telepaths obviously had their where they go changed. I rearranged the shops so they weren't like in the way and more intuitive. Still have our good old fighter versus. So yeah, that was kind of some of the modes of play I used to have. So there's team random. All random. Team random would random amongst. They would only randomize amongst that side. So good heroes. Good would only randomize from good heroes, and evil would randomize from good heroes. AR, which is what I did, was all random, so it would randomize from all heroes from all the taverns and pick one for you. All pick was just opened these rocks so you could pick from any of the taverns. Yeah. So that was pretty much that. I'm going to do the quick thing on the tutorial. So if I take help, it tells you what you have to do, and it pings on the map everywhere going on. So you have to defeat the enemy crystal first. Capture the crystals to gain your siege spawns. Capturing them early grants XP and gil to your enemy. I was just warning people, don't capture them. Push. Helipads can move you closer to the middle lane for 150 MP. Oh, it was just a quick little mini tutorial for anybody who's brand new to the thing. And see how now it randomly picked a different person from heroes that are available, even though they're over here. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. Just showing off what I have made. I put a lot of hours into FFDX over the years. I think I spent about 3 years making it. And during that time, it had about 4 iterations. There was my original Chrono iteration, where it was mainly there were 4 different time zones, and you had to travel through gates to get to the different time zones, and you were trying to travel through time, and it was just the Chrono team versus Aussie Slash and Flea and Lavos. So that one was short-lived, because I was like, I want to make more. I want to make all the Final Fantasy. So then the original FFDX was similar to this one, without the crystals. It was just a standard MOBA with waves of enemies, and everybody had abilities. There were some heroes that are missing now. Sabin. Sabin was interesting. I had a friend who helped me make a blitz system. So you would activate the ability, and then you had to hit the up, down, left, and right arrows on your keyboard in a specific order in order to enter your mantra. And when you were done, it would use that ability. So I was just trying to make it exactly like Final Fantasy. What else did we have? Then there was a phase of FFDX where it turned it into a MOBA capture the flag, which was very fun, very interesting, but very hard to balance. Especially when all of your heroes were balanced, quote unquote balanced, or filling bases. Like a whole set of heroes were just useless. You don't need wave clear. You don't need doing as much. But it was very interesting. You could. What I did was there was the shoe, which was from my comic strip thing. And the shoe would be the flag. You would go get the shoe, but the shoe was so heavy it would weigh you down. So whenever you were carrying the flag, you were super slow. So it would, if a bunch of heroes had just died, they still had time to catch you before you got back to your base. It would disable your gate key so you couldn't travel back to your base. It was really fun. I did that version for a long time. And then after a while I was like, this isn't quite working. I had to make everybody's movement speed the same and basically remove boots, because movement speed was the only thing that mattered for flag carriers. So that was really tough to balance. It would be like putting capture the flag into TF2. Everybody's just gonna play scout. They're so fast. So that's what ended up happening. Everyone was playing the ninja classes and using their stealth to get out of the base. So, and then I remade everything in this modern version with 4 crystals. But I really miss the old one. I'm going to see if I can dig that up at some point. show that off too. That's where I'm at for now. Thanks for watching. You did watch. And but basically this was just to show off that I can design and make a full game using someone else's engine. I'm a game designer. Okay. Thanks for watching.